What changes in the thinking are you looking for in your students?
Inhibition, firstly, I think, and then able to give directions.
Do you find that people have trouble grasping these things, or that, of course, it varies from person to person? But do you find? Well, what do you find?
No, I don't find when it's presented them in the right way. I don't find they have any trouble at all.
Can you say more about the right way?
Well, you can't say now you've got to inhibit and expect them to do it. You've got to ease them into it by suggesting they don't give a very quick response to things and give themselves time to think.
Mm-hmm. How do you know when someone's finished? I mean, I know 3 years are up, but I mean, what level, I mean, what tells you, their hands or the way they use themselves or the combination of those things?
The way they can use their hands and the way they keep their directions going in themselves while they use their hands, I think that's the main thing.
It's the main thing. Do you encounter the problem of students becoming self-conscious or sort of overly precious about the technique, almost walking around, almost sort of walking around?
No. Very, very rarely. Used to 20 years ago, but not now.
Did something change in the last 20 years that somehow eliminated that, or?
Yes, I think so. We knew so much less about training and about reactions of people to what we were doing, that the students tended to feel they'd got to force themselves up all the time, which meant that they were stiffening and going around looking rather like zombies.
Mm. When did you detect, in other words, 20 years ago, people, in other words, were doing that more, and now you feel that that's been
much
eliminated?
more. Now they don't do it.
What caused it 20 years ago that that's been eliminated?
Well, I think the emphasis was on going up. You got to go up all the time. And you weren't really told that what constituted going up and widening, you were just given the words, so you interpreted them as you thought. And that usually meant rather stiffening and going up. Mm-hmm. Going up like that. Pushing yourself up.
I see. What would you say is the hardest thing for the students to grasp? The thing they struggle with the most?
I think getting length in the legs.
Can you say more about that? I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, if you're going to get overall increase in stature, as FM put it, you've got to get length in the leg muscles as well, or get release in the leg muscles. And that is more difficult because most people spend a lot of time tightening their leg muscles. And students coming in don't know what you mean by that, and that's the thing that you really have to work to get them to understand, and it does take a little time. Releasing
the leg muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Do you sense any difference in the kind of students you're getting now than 20 years ago, or any particular changes? Friends?
No, I don't think so.
Very much the same.
Much the same.
That's some of the questions I wanted. Freddie, you have any questions? No? I think that might be enough.
Okay.
Okay, let me take that off. Thanks a lot.